But then again, we manifested it all. So we thank the Creator for His blessing, and also for besties in business. Yo, sit back, relax, and let yourself go with simply Naima and alter ego. These are trying times, so relax your mind. If you need some help, then drop us a line. We create a space where we can have good conversation, family, culture, business, race relations, giving birth to kings and queens. Manifesting wealth and things. 2020 came and tried to give us mad action with no satisfaction, and now we all distracted, but still gotta hold our own. Doing big boss shit, rockin' Nina Simone, a superstar in this compilation. Came to this universe to give you niggas motivation, but you still sleep, you niggas always on a vacation. But he's a creep, and that's the real life translation. You feel me?
I don't think they feel you, yo. We gon' get this bread and feed them till they full, yup. We gon' get this bread and plant the seeds that really grow. We do it to build and not for likes or for show. Expand your network, your connections will grow. Thanking the Creator from where all our blessings flow. We are innovators and creators, multifaceted, talented, beautiful queens. Most of all, confident and conquering dreams. Besties, gang gang.
We've all heard it before. Black don't crack. But what it can do is look ashy and dull and just as horrible and wretched. But not with Go Beautiful. Shop today. GoBeautiful.com. That's Go Beautiful with 2 L's.com with luxurious vegan skincare. No sulfates, no parabens, no carcinogens, and eco-friendly. Get beautiful, honey.
Thank you for tuning in to Betsy's Building Brands podcast. If you're interested in being a guest or having your business advertised on our podcast, please send an email to podcastmanager@bestiesinbiz.com. After the show, don't forget to head over to Facebook and Instagram to subscribe to our page, Besties Building Brands.
Bobby too.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Besties Building Brands, the podcast. Today we have myself, Alter Ego, Miss Crystal the Connector, and Rajay, Miss Complicated. And today we're just going to be chatting around the topic of women empowerment, what it actually means, and what we're actually seeing happening right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you share this out. And let's jump right into the topic. So, Crystal, when you said you wanted to have this conversation about women empowerment, you know, it's something that we talk about a lot amongst ourselves. So I'll let you just lead the conversation and just tell us, you know, a little bit about what your thoughts are around that topic.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you so much, Khadijah. I just, how are y'all feeling this look? Am I giving you rich auntie vibes?
Yeah, because I almost didn't know who you were for a minute. So I figured I'll let you go ahead and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Look good. I love it. I love it.
You can definitely, these earrings, no justice because the way they are, they go out. If you want this look, our besties, Weaves and Wigs Galleria for the glasses. And yes, I wear 2 of them because I can't see.
Hold up.
I know. Because I can't. I know what y'all are going to say. Well, just get transitional lenses. No, because transitional lenses make me feel like I'm having a stroke. Because all of a sudden I can see, and then it gets dark because they're getting darker. No, so I put my shades. I like them big. Yes. See, didn't even know. Did you know?
I didn't know. And they look good. I love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Women empowerment. Okay. I have been to a lot of workshops on the strength of women empowering women. And in my findings, I have found that it's the women were great. The speakers, great. They did some motivational speaking, telling their life story, and how it tied into where they are now. And then at the end, buy my book, buy my e-course, sign up for more trainings. And I'm left like, okay, well, what? Why didn't you say this is about, this isn't, for me, that wasn't empowering. It wasn't empowering for me. And other women that I've talked to, those type of women empowerment workshop groups, events, were also not empowering. And then they get to the end and it's for you to either buy their course, attend their training, buy their book, become part of their network, and they're constantly trying to sell you and pitch you. And I find that a little disheartening, because when I go to, and it's just me, and I could speak for others who are like me. When I go to a women empowerment event, I of course I want to be empowered, but I want the message to be meaty. I want it to be, I want to learn something from it. I want to, get useful information I can use in my business, not just my life, but in my business, because that is what we're there for. And if the, I don't even want to, if the organizers, whoever, would be more honest, like, okay, you're going to come here, and I don't think they would probably make or be as much of, quote unquote, sensation that they are, if they were honest to say, hey, I'm just here to tell my life story and for you to buy my stuff.
Well, that kind of goes back to what a couple shows ago Rajay was saying, like they give you the apple, but then they don't give you the recipe for the
directions
apple pie.
on how to make the pie.
Right. And I think, for me, it's twofold, because in one way I feel like, you can get that information yourself. Like you can find the information, you can put it together yourself. But if I'm going to an event and my ticket is, $40, $50, or even $150, and I'm anticipating some women empowerment type conversation, some networking, I don't necessarily want it to be a sales pitch. Like when we did our brunch, and when we did our vision board party, it didn't end with, a pitch. It was more so, the pitch was more so, we need to do more of these. We need to get together more often. We need to share information. We need to get together and work together. It wasn't necessarily a business pitch. And I think that even a lot of times you see where people will say, let's talk about, let's just say credit, for example. Let me help you with your credit, your finances. You pay for the event, but it's actually a pitch to get you into their direct sales, program. They want you to sign up. They want you to be a team member or whatever it is. And I guess it's an effective way to do it because people are doing it. But as far as women empowerment, I think if you're going to slap that title on, I'm trying to empower women, then you should be a little bit more forthcoming. I mean, maybe not. I know, actually, I've seen on some online webinars, people will say, hey, I'm going to give you this information. And then at the end, I'm going to have an awesome deal for you. So that kind of gives you an idea, like, okay, once I'm done with this, they're going to try to sell me something. So I get it. I mean, I get it on both ends, but I just feel like this whole women empowerment bubble, this whole webinar bubble, this whole, $25,000 course bubble is going to burst anyway soon, because literally it could just be the circle that we're in, but it seems like everybody is doing it and nobody is advancing. Nobody's business has really grown. With all of these webinars and courses, people still seem to be like, I can't make any money in my business. So
I think it's because the bubble, because everyone is doing it because everybody it's sheeple. Everyone sees everybody doing it. So here, let me create this. I can do the same thing. Let me do this. And then they slap the title on it because it's going to pull in who they want to pull in. It's going to pull them in. And then people think that, this one is going to be different. Oh, this one is going to be different. Well, this one is going to be different. And I feel like if I paid $60 for this women empowerment, your ebook should be included. And then because I paid $60, I don't know. And I know they try to reap the cost of the venue. If they fed you, they put all that into the price. And that's another reason why I go back and forth with me doing events, because I know how much it costs to do an event if you're doing it at a location that you don't own and you're providing food and things of that nature. And I feel that when people, the people who are, I don't want to necessarily say hiding behind the women empowerment, they're not being honest. They're not there to empower women, because along with empowerment, you are educating. And I see a lot of storytelling. And let's face it, the majority of us Black women have the same story. Have the same story. And how you dealt with it might be different. How you overcame it might be a little different. And maybe that is that is the connecting piece. But for honesty's sakes, a lot of these women empowerment events, to include groups on Facebook, are not empowering. Mean
I
Girl.
think we've lost the idea of what this whole movement was for women empowerment. And we've lost the idea, and we're so stuck on making money from it now instead of making a difference. And I feel like we're so focused on, which I get it, the venue, if you're providing food, that's definitely understandable. $60, yeah, I'm willing to pay that $60. But what am I going to get out of it? What story are you going to give me? What information? What empowerment are you going to give me that's going to make a difference that the next person didn't give me, that my mom didn't give me, that I can't get from my aunt?
Yes, I paid $60 for your ticket. Paid $60 for your ticket, and then you still want me to spend another $1,000 with you. It's almost so the information that you're giving me at the event isn't going to be the information that I really need, because you really want me to pay $1,000 for this information. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of them are really mean girls in disguise in a way. It's becoming very cliquish, and and then everybody, their style seems to let me stop saying everybody, because nothing is like inclusive like that, but
majority.
Yeah, they're all like, girl, get up off your ass, like you need to do this. The reason why you ain't making no money is because you're not doing this. Well, sis, I'm tired. I have kids. I'm working.
They don't know the audience they're speaking to.
Yeah, so
like you're talking to what is the average Black woman? The average Black woman has one or two kids. The average, they might not even have one or two kids, but you still have to take. They're not taking consideration our income, where we're coming from, what we're trying to do. Like everyone, it's different.
Yeah, I don't like the mean girl thing. I think people need to have more integrity.
Yeah, the mean girl syndrome is definitely real. It's definitely cliquish, and you can see it. You can see it in the post that they do. You can actually see, like I said this one thing the other day to my daughter, because I follow a lot of makeup artists, only because I like watching them do makeup and the whole transformation and everything. But I can tell the makeup artists who did their makeup and who they trained just by looking at the makeup, because they all do the same thing. They all do the exact same thing to come up with the same look. Different color, but the same look. And the same thing with the women who are doing these events. You can tell by their Instagram posts, because a lot of them are on Instagram, by their Twitter. You can tell which clique they're in, because they use the same language. They use the same aesthetics. They use the same pictures. And yes, a different person, but the lifestyle pictures are all the same. Their whole IG, IG profile, when you go into their page, they're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Lifestyle, selfie, motivational quote. Lifestyle, it's all the same. So you're like,
that's why I said I feel like it's going to burst. And then, too, you had mentioned something about earlier about everybody just that's what they're doing now, so let's jump on that. Like we talked about that the other day. Like when we talk about the people that we're targeting for our networking group, we want people that are serious about their business. When you jump from business to business, it makes you look untrustworthy. People don't really trust you. And it's not that you can't overcome that, because I get it. Like we're women, we're struggling. So your real business may be you want to have a glasses line, but you feel like, you want to do direct sales and sell makeup, because everybody is telling you how much money you can make faster that way. Or, hey, you keep buying this makeup, you might as well sell it. And I've been victim to that too. I do it too, but I do it for the discount. So I know that if I like the unique lip glosses, I'm going to, sign up because I want the discount. But then if somebody asks me about it, then I'll say, yeah, here's my link. So I get it, but I feel like we need more concrete and serious business owners. So you like we were saying, for example, like in our city, if you have a flower shop, a brick and mortar flower shop, you sell flowers. That's all you sell. Like you don't sell flowers and then make dinners in the back. You don't sell
But
flowers,
you have
make dinners
people.
in the back and sell lashes. Like you don't, you know what I mean? Like that's why it looks like everybody is doing the same thing, because at the moment that somebody gets on a live and says, I made $50,000 selling lashes last week, it's 100 people in a comment like, oh, how do you sell lashes? Where do you get the lashes from? Well, you have no idea or really no desire to do that. You really want to sell dinners. Well, sell your dinners until they
If
pop.
you're
You know
right,
what I
but
mean? Until they pop.
you're right. You're 100% right. But then on the other hand, you have people saying, well, you need multiple streams of income. So what
But
is
The
it? Is it
multiple,
multiple streams of income or
people confuse that all the time with multiple streams
big
of
time?
income. Your
Yes.
multiple streams of income does not mean variation in your business and businesses. Like
People need to break that
it
part
doesn't
down.
mean, yeah. So as far as multiple streams of income, they have to work together. And it's not that you're creating a new income stream. So for instance, like the flower shop. We can use flower shop as a perfect example. She has a
Mm-hmm.
flower shop, right? And that's she wants another stream of income. So her stream of so she has a flower shop. She can do flower decorating classes. She can be
There you go.
she can do edible flowers, eating, drinking or eating with flowers. That's what we mean by multiple streams of income. It's another source of income for that business. Not I'm selling flowers and I'm selling dinners and I'm selling
See,
socks
that
and I'm
makes
doing
more
lashes and
sense.
I'm doing tattoos.
But you
So when
can
they
do
say
that though. You can do like you can have like if you want to sell boots, mattresses, and furniture and hair oil, I feel like you can, but I feel like you can't do it all at the same time. Like you have to
Yeah.
right,
like you're getting $20 from each of your 7 businesses, and you could just build one business up and then move on to the next business and then move on to the next business. Like everybody is racing against this imaginary clock to gain these 7 streams of income since people started talking about it. And I feel like if you put all your efforts into one, maybe 2 things, then move on. Like I told you the other day, we not Rihanna. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Rihanna ain't never said nothing about no skincare. She said I'm selling skincare. Everybody bought it. If she come out with weaves tomorrow, everybody gonna buy
Everybody's
it.
gonna buy
If
it.
Rihanna got the Rihanna Nissan minivan, you gonna buy it. But
Everybody's
that's
gonna buy it.
Rihanna. That's not Eustace off 52nd Street. You feel me? So stop trying to sell dinners in the back of your wig shop. You know what I mean?
One of
Like give
the
it a
yeah,
minute.
one of the gurus that I follow, and we ain't gonna say no names because they ain't sponsor me. But they're now backtracking when they talked about the multiple streams of income. They're now saying that your main business need to be self-sustaining and running by itself before you add in another stream.
No
Absolutely.
one's
Because
ever saying that.
you're working backwards. Now you're back on broke. So if you have a business and it made a couple dollars, and then you start another business, now the little couple dollars that you made in that one business that you want for this, you're going to use that for your multiple streams of income, and now you back at ground zero. And I appreciated that. I'm like, yes. So and when I say guru, I mean thousands. Like this person's, I was about to say a gender. This person charges tens of thousands
Mm-hmm. And the
to come.
stream is flowing,
Right.
constantly
Together.
flowing. You're
It's all
saying
the
7
same.
streams, not 7 businesses. You started
Not a
7 different
trickle.
businesses, right? One is
Not seven,
trickling,
yeah,
one
But
is
seven,
dripping.
society's
right.
telling us, because
Not
look at all
seven
the
states.
celebrities dipping their hand. Like you're saying, Rihanna, she was a singer. You
But
should have stuck with singing. Not you should have, but now she's in makeup. Now she's in
she has
clothes.
the
Like
money to do it. Like her starting her Rihanna Fenty didn't affect anything. Like she still has money. Like she's not struggling to do it. So
well, no, she did it,
But
and
before,
she may have did the
speaking of
correct way,
Rihanna,
but we're not giving that information to the majority. We're just telling them, like, we're just giving them the apple. We're not giving them the actual recipe. Like, I'm one of the ones
I
that
feel
fell
like
into the whole of I needed multiple things, and I got off track. I was definitely one of
for
because I didn't know my multiple streams should have came from my one business.
Yeah, and I think for the most part, like we stated before, like this information is researchable, is Googleable, but a lot of people are quick to jump on it because of, right, like you said, Rihanna. But before Fenty, she had her Puma deal. Before her Puma deal, she had other deals too. She had her perfume. So yeah, Fenty took off. Fenty is doing way better than all her other collaborations that she did, and she's sticking with that, just like with Beyonce with Adidas, Ivy,
But
but those are celebrities, and they have the resources and the money to do that. They can do that,
in the
and
comments
they
says she
bring
built her name up first and then expanded, and that's what we're
right, and
saying. Like,
that's another. Yeah, she did. They built their name up and then expanded, just like with a lot of these Insta famous and Instagram celebrities who have businesses now. They built their name up, and now what they're famous for, what you know them for. You don't know them for slinging voodoo juice. You know who that is. You don't know them for mixtapes. You know who that is. Huge, but again, for women empowerment, there needs to be one, women. I need for you to, if you're listening, I know you're listening because we're women and you're here and you're a bestie. I need you to stop. I need you to stop, collaborate, and listen. I was in the studio rapping a little bit. So
yes,
do your research. And I think I think when before and again, when I say do your research, please do your research. Don't go. Facebook is not your research person. Ask Jeeves is no longer available, but do your research and really also do your research with yourself. What are you going for? Are you going because, hey, I got $60 to spend and they're providing lunch and I just want to get out the house? That's something totally different. But if you're going because you want the information for to start a business, if you do your research and you can look to see what this person is about, what their events are, where they did it before, what the information was shared, you will know that before you even go.
well, I'm
And
gonna say,
I
I'm
think
just gonna say it. 99% of those events, they want you to come so that they can say something at the end. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. Whatever information is given at the event, I feel like it should be worth it. Like, I don't think you should be trickling information here and there and then offering. I think it should just be the course itself. Like, come out for this
right. And
course,
if
this
it's
is what it is, and then
absolutely, and if the course is good, people gonna let you know. They're gonna come back. They're gonna want more of it. They're gonna want
different
to be
versions.
with you. They're gonna want to be around you. They're gonna want to be on your team
and
because
if
you gave them.
anybody, if anybody listening has a different take on it, let me know, because this is coming from, me. I want to give everybody everything free anyway. So,
I want to give everybody
I might
everything
be
for
biased.
$20.
Yeah, like I might be
$20.
I
biased,
like that, the $20.
but I'm just, you know what I mean?
$20.
Because we're kind of the same in a sense. Like, I'll be like, give it to them for free. And you be like, girl, no, it's still got to be. So you're like, but like I said before, my whole idea is if you have a menu, you have people who they go out, they eat, they can only afford the appetizers. And, some people go out and they want the appetizer, the entree, the dessert, and all that kind of stuff. My idea for Bessie's was to be able to bring the people who can only afford the advertising meal. I want to be able to bring them the whole menu at the appetizer level, because I feel like it's a whole lot of information that a lot of people aren't privy to because of just where they are, their income level, it's a lot of courses that before I realized that these courses wasn't shit, that I wanted to take. And I'm like, God damn, like $1,800. You know what I mean? It's like, really? I understand, like, if you pay attention. So I get that. But $1,800 pay attention?
I think that's another reason why these women empowerment events happen, because they take advantage of the woman who can't afford it, and they feel like, oh, I'm going to get this lobster and shrimp because of who the person is, and it's women empowerment, and they're going to get me where I'm going, and then next thing you know, they done got them in, and here it is, it's $3,000 later.
Because they telling you the same thing.
The same thing.
As far as marketing, build the sales funnel. Yeah, build the sales funnel, lifestyle photos, do this, do that.
Email list.
Right, they telling you all that, and then you leave and go back like, all right, bet this is what I'm gonna do, and then you still like, okay, I can't do it. So you feeling like you want to pay for the class. When you get in the class, they're gonna tell you the same thing.
The same
Right.
thing.
I
Like,
Or the
paid
same
for
thing that they
classes.
searched
I paid
already.
for classes and not glasses. I paid for classes, and I've gotten maybe one good tidbit from this one from this one from this one, but I've never taken anything where I felt like, wow, I really learned something new. And it could be just because of like just my education period outside of this whole webinar bubble that they have going on. But for people that don't have any like marketing background or sales background or just new to business altogether, I could see how you would be like, oh my God, I had to take a class, especially if you're a good speaker and you're energetic and you're connecting with the people. I could see how you could feel like, wow, this is really empowering, and this is really, oh my God, I'm excited. And then they say, but if you want to know how to put it together, I need $3,000. It's kind of like your bubble is now deflated. So you were all excited, and now it's like, and then they tell you, and you tell them you can't afford to pay it right now, or it's not in your budget, and now they looking at you like, oh well, you're not serious about your business. Then you're not serious about your business. You don't think you're worthy of yourself. So you want me to not pay my mortgage to take your class? That's what you're telling me.
Right. They want you to not pay your mortgage to pay theirs. Okay.
Basically, so they can get the Porsche. I'm cool.
Right.
I think they would benefit more from, like, when they tell their stories. I know they tell you how they started from the bottom. Some of them do. And then too, I think it's the people that are listening. You know what I mean? Like,
everyone's bottom's different.
I think it's the people that are listening. Like, if your aspiration, your goal is to get a Lambo, and the man's telling you he has one, and he used to live in his car, and his kids couldn't eat. Now he got a Lambo. You gonna be like, oh shit, like, I need that information. I need that class. I need to learn how to do that. So I don't know. I just feel
But you
like,
can't. That's the thing, and I get that part, but we can't afford that Lambo. Like, you can afford the Honda, you can afford the Toyota. You can't afford the Lambo. So why are you going to people who can't afford the Lambo to get them there? Like, they can't even pay for the Lambo. Why would they be able to pay for your class?
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. Like, I just want everybody to be able to be okay, be successful in their own right, and just to get the information that they need. But then too, like, a lot of this information is free. Like, you don't really have to pay for that class. Just everybody wants it fast. Right. Yeah. Like, take the time to research it. Like, empowering women to me is, I'm gonna tell you my story. I'm gonna tell you my struggle, and I'm also gonna tell you that you can get over this. Nothing lasts forever. This is how you can overcome it. We're gonna eat. We're gonna break bread, and we're gonna connect you to somebody that can help you. Ultimately, here's a free book. Here's a free this. Here's a free resource.
There should be levels,
but it's all free though. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't heard anything anywhere that you cannot get somewhere else for free. Like, I just told my kids the other day, you can take 8 hours, dedicate 8 hours, like a whole day, to learn something new. So you can take 8 hours and learn how to do Facebook ads if you want to.
Right.
But
you can. Like, you can learn all of that free. You don't have to pay. You can learn it all.
I could take 4 hours.
And now?
No.
4 hours I can see. 8
you can
8
take
for someone
8
in
hours.
my position is a little. It's a little bit too much.
But you can, though, is what I'm saying.
4 hours, yeah.
You could do it for 8 too if you wanted to. Is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Depending on how bad you want it, you can do whatever you want to do. You can work from 9 to 5.
That is very true.
Home, feed the kids, and you can say, I'm going to stay up from 12 to 6, and I'm going to comment on 800 comments on Instagram, or I'm going to send 800 DMs, or I'm going to do whatever I can to make this work. And this is what I'm going to do. It may sound crazy. I can't do that. Yeah, you need to get some sleep. Then you need to eat. But you can, though. And you can.
When I was 22 years old, yeah, you're right. I'm not going to lie. Now, I can't stay up at 12 o'clock to 6. I'm not going to lie.
It's not about staying up. It's about putting the work in, because that's what Khadijah's saying. That is what That is what the missing piece that they are not telling you when you go to these networking events, when you're going to these seminars. That is the piece that they're not telling you. When they say, oh, it's a lot of hard work, yeah, they put it up in a nutshell. But what they're not telling you is that, yes, one person told me that, yes, to get her rank in her company, she sent 800 DMs and she had the proof. Okay. She did not watch TV for 6 months.
People don't want to do it.
All she did was focus on her. She needed to do this. Another person that I follow, she does not go to sleep until she sells 5 of her courses. So if that means she don't sleep all night, she does not sleep all night. And she has done it because guess what? You're thinking of your time zone. You're not thinking of the time zone in California. You're not thinking of the whole world out there who's on another time zone. You're thinking about your time zone. You know, I have vendors that are in other countries. When I'm up and ready to work, they sleep. They like, Crystal, you're gonna have to call me tomorrow because I'm off and it's like 2:00 in the morning here. So that is the missing piece that they're telling you about the actual work that is put in. How they are Dana Chanel, she has a lot going on. However, with her Curl Bible, she stood in Target. She said that she stood in Target in the beauty aisle, and every person that came into the beauty aisle, she had them download her Curl Bible app. That is the part that they're not telling you. They're saying, yeah, it's hard work, and I need to do this, and I need to do this, and that, there, and the other. They're not telling you that part of it. For me, in my business, I work to total, it'll be 10 hours a day, but I'm doing a little bit here, I'm doing a little bit here, but 10 hours out of that 24 hours is worked on my business. I am calling people, I am in the WhatsApp, I am thinking of different strategies, I am following I call them my skin friends. I'm following my other skin friends to see what they're doing, not to copy them. That, hey, what's going on? They know information that I don't know about skin. What their customers are saying about them, what their customers are saying, period. Because guess what? Their customers are also my customers because everybody got skin. Everyone has skin issues. So that is the part that they are not telling you when you're saying that they give you the apple, but not the recipe. They're not going to give you the recipe because one, they're trying to make you, not make you. They want you to buy into them, buy their ebook, buy their courses, because once they give you the apple, the next ebook is what temperature you need to put the oven on. The next ebook is how do you peel the apple. The next book is how to put in there.
And that's smart.
Somebody
that's absolutely smart, but that goes back to Deja saying it's $1,800 for the next ebook.
Right, that's the whole point.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point.
But this is what I was saying to you last time you made the comment, and then like the comment from the audience, you have to put the time in. This is the thing, like Pete, I said to you, you could take 8 hours to learn a new skill, and you said, well, maybe 4 hours. The way my life is set up, though, you are the person that they're going to target because they're going to tell you that they can cut your time shorter. If you take my class, you will learn all the tricks of the trade, and you will not have to go through all that I went through to get here. I'm going to tell you everything I did. But that's what I'm saying. You can't afford, right? But because you have 4 hours and they're telling you it takes 8 hours, if you cared about yourself and you paid this $1,800, then you wouldn't even have to worry about it. You can make $90,000 in 4 days. You know what I mean?
And then I want to go find those 4 hours.
So what I'm saying to you and everybody that's listening is this, and this is my opinion, and I know for a fact that it's true, but
and then our sponsor.
You can take it whatever. The bottom line is this: if you want to do something bad enough, you will do it. Period. If it takes you 8 hours, then you will find the 8 hours. If it takes you 16 hours, you will find the 16 hours. Being successful is about discipline. It's more about discipline than motivation, than passion, than anything else. It's about being disciplined. If you said to yourself, I need to make $100 today, and I have to all day long call people, follow up with people, send emails, ask my family and friends until I get it, and you're disciplined, and that's what you said to yourself that you're going to do, and that's what you're going to do, then you will do it, period. It's not going to be, oh, well, I had to do X, Y, and Z for the kids, or I had to do X. And then don't get me wrong, because I have a whole bunch of these kids, okay? And I understand I get tired. Sometimes I say I'm going to do this, and I don't.
Kids right now.
Right. Like when my son was in the hospital, I said, I have a podcast to do. I sat in the back of the hospital room, and I did my podcast. The doctors was coming in. I did my podcast because I'm serious about this. I want this to grow. I feel like we have a message that we need to get out. I want to put other entrepreneurs in the spotlight. So that's just what I'm going to do. Some people may be like, girl, you crazy. No, I would never do that. But that's what I'm going to do, though, because this is what I want. I'm disciplined enough to know that this is what I want, and this is what I have to do. I have to show up Saturday at 8 p.m. EST every week in order for people to see what I'm doing, to see the buzz generate for my platform to grow, period. So there's no excuses. I can't say, if it takes me 8 hours to finish the class, I can't say I only got 2. I got to do 8, period, point blank, or else you're going to be susceptible to these people telling you, girl, you don't care about yourself unless you pay $3,000, because they're going to keep, you are their target. They're going to be looking for the busy mom who doesn't have time to do X, Y, and Z, and they're going to make it so attractive. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Just preying on people.
And it's nothing wrong. I don't even think they're preying on people. They're trying to make a living just like everybody else. All I'm saying to you and everybody else is that
I like that.
You can either find the money, but after you find the money and pay for the class, you still gonna have to find the time. That's what Crystal's saying. At the end of the day, you still gonna have to sit up and send 800 emails.
Right.
They're gonna tell you you're gonna pay $1,800. They're gonna tell you this is what you say in the emails, but you're still going to have to be the one to send the emails. You're still going to have to be the one to find somebody to build your website or to build the website yourself. You're still going to have to be the one to make the phone calls or to send the emails when a customer say their package didn't come. You're still the person who has to put in the work and the time, with or without the course. So if you give yourself 8 hours to learn this stuff yourself, you can save some money or you can pay the money. But at the end of the day, the work still has to be put in, period, point blank. There's no way around it. If you want it bad enough, you're going to do it.
You're going to do it.
And okay. Word from our sponsors.
Yes, our sponsor. Today's show is brought to you by Pleasure Monroe. www.plzuremunroe.com. You can find her on Instagram, Pleasure, PLZURE _Monroe. That's MUNROE. And what is Pleasure Monroe, you might ask? Well, this is my girl. She empowers women in the bedroom with sexual education, sexual gratification. It's toys before boys. You know, the buzz that go at night for your B.O.B., your battery operated bae. She also has a Facebook. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about masturbation, ejaculation that can be. Let's talk about sex. I bet y'all didn't know I had bars, though, did y'all? See that voice? See that voice? She also has an event that's coming up in June. It's called the Summer Sensual. So if you want your summer to sizzle, I advise you to go follow Pleasure Monroe on IG. Join that Facebook group. I'm in there.
All right.
Listen.
Her website
and then if you need a commercial, come back and y'all need to get in contact with Crystal for y'all commercial needs. Absolutely. She got a manager and all. Y'all might as well start hitting her up now.
It was getting hot, so I had to put the shades back on.
Today this was a good show. I hope you guys got something out of it. Like I said, and we're all just giving our opinions. If you have a difference of opinion, you want to talk about it, join the conversation. Make sure you comment. Like I said, like Rajay said, if you need a commercial, hit us up. Crystal could do a commercial. We could shout you out on the show. We're also going to start offering explainer videos and animated videos. Like if you're an introvert and you don't want to be the face of your brand, but you still got a message you want to get out, we'll be able to create those for you. We do have our free membership, which you can find at bestiesbusiness.org. We have other paid programs as well. Until we can find the funding to be able to bring the steak to you, for the chicken finger prices. So guys, I'm just going to leave with this message. The bottom line is this: if you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. Like, either whether the way is to pay for that course or the way is to learn it yourself, you'll find a way. Stop making excuses and just get it done. Like, the bottom line is, if you want to be successful, you have to discipline yourself in some type of area in your life. So if you don't have the time, you need the money. If you don't have the money, then you need the time. And that's just...
You need the time. I can find the time.
So before we go, we're going to let Crystal tell you what's going on with Go Beautiful. and then we'll talk a bit about complicated styles, and then we will head on out.
Great. So you guys, what's going on with Go Beautiful? I've added toys, facial toys, skincare toys to my skincare line. I now have, if you're local, I'm offering local pickups and local delivery, free local delivery, because the USPS and UPS was the biz, but mail is still backed up all over the world. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Go Beautiful Skincare. You can join my Facebook group, which is Go Beautiful Skincare Tips for, it's a long one, but find me on Facebook. And in that group, I go live. Yesterday, I went live and demonstrated the toys that I do, the tools that I have, the tools that I have added to the inventory. And next week, I will be going over the skincare regimen and how you can be aging vampire-ish, like, backwards.
And her website is gobeautifulwith2ls.com. So make sure you check her out at her website. Go ahead, Rajay.
Oh, if you guys are looking for something that makes your style stand out from the rest, you're trying to change it up, or you just, want to try something new, head over to itscomplicated.com. There's something really big in store that I had to push off for a while, and I actually finally got the message from our leasing agent that I am able to start moving forward. So check back with me April 15th, and I will have more information on that. So again, it's complicated.com, itskomplicated.
All right. And again, check us out at bestiesbusiness.org. Follow us on Facebook, Besties Building Brands. And have a good evening. Thank you.